Good morning, evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lewin, and today we're going to be talking about the lasting impact of Roman's language and how it helped other languages evolve. So, guys, we're going to start this thing off with a question asked by my friend. So, the languages, both Greek and Latin, that emerged from ancient Rome, they call it the Romance languages. Why is this? So, I asked myself this question a lot. They don't call it Romance languages because they use for romance, but because of it was a language spoken by the Romans. So don't think if someone's speaking Spanish to you, it's like a Romance language. Just think of it as a language spoken by Rome, or a language that was helped by Rome to further evolve into, I guess, more words or just something else to actually make it work as a fully functional language how we are here today. So now, since we're still on the topic of Greek, I wanted to mention that back in Rome, the international use of Greek enabled the spread of Christianity. Yes, Christianity. Who would have thought? Greek was also the dominant language of the Eastern Roman Empire, and Latin developed in the Western Empire. So, there was Greek in the East and Latin in the West. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So in ancient Rome, communication was mostly verbal, and there was little evidence in inscriptions, literature, and written records. Although the Romans valued literature, evidence proves that Greek was the most widely used form of communication. So guys, now we're going to be talking about the Roman alphabet. So I was looking at some information for this podcast here earlier, and according to a presentation, the Roman alphabet is said to be the same as the alphabet is today, which it's quite interesting. So having a little bit of our ancestors' words in our modern day alphabet is pretty cool. So now we're going to be actually talking about how the Romans helped us, with quotation marks, helped us evolve our languages, because it probably would have taken us longer to make our language if we did not have the Romans to help us, kind of influence us on, I guess, kind of what to use, because it could have taken us so much longer to actually make our language, English. It could have taken us longer. It could have taken Spanish longer to actually develop into a language. So, that's really interesting to see how the Romans helped us. So, guys, now we're going to start wrapping this podcast up and with a few fun facts to end it, and then, we'll kind of end it there. So, first of all, I want to say these are not my fun facts. I'm going to put the link in the description where I actually found them, and we'll be listening to the first 5. So the first one says that early Romans thought that Christians were practicing cannibalism when they heard they consumed bread and wine as a symbolic representation of the body and blood of Christ. Quite weird. Now the second one is going to be hard for me to pronounce, so if I do mess it up, sorry. The abbreviation SPQR can be found on many Roman statues, buildings, and military standards. It stands for Senatus Populusque Romanus, meaning the Senate and people of Rome. That's kind of hard to pronounce. So the third one is Romans had gods for the parts of the door, like the door was forkless, hinges was cardiac, and the threshold was lemontinus. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then the fourth fun fact, sort of, in response to the 73 BC revolt against Rome by Spartacus the Gladiator, 6,000 slaves were crucified. Quite neat. And the last one that we're going to be looking at today is sometimes gladiator blood was recommended by Roman physicians as an aid to fertility. That's quite weird. But yeah, those are 5 fun facts that we have in here. So yeah, those are pretty interesting. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to end this podcast here. I've given you some information of the lasting impact of the Roman language. I hope you use this, knowledge to something really good. I had fun making this. I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, I will leave, the information I use from different sites in the description below. Make sure you go check them out. Because, like I said, I didn't do any of this. But yeah. So, y'all have a great day. And Logan out.